Hi everybody, welcome to Maths Today. We're going to carry on with a little bit of estimating and then some more measurement. Today and for the rest of this week we are thinking about temperature, but more on that story later. Let's have a bit of a quick fire estimate where I show you a number line with an arrow and you tell me what you think the number is. Just quick fire, no need to write anything down. Let's just get our brains warmed up this morning. Have a look, 0 to 5, what number do you think this is? I think 4 would be the best estimate here. Now for the rest of them, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think of your estimate and say it as you're watching the video. Do join in. Don't just wait for me to say what I think. I want to hear your answers too. Each one, you'll get 5 seconds to tell me what you think the arrow shows. Ready? I think 1. My best estimate would be this arrow shows 1. I think 2. It's not quite halfway, so we know that it's less than 2.5. It's not 3, it's not 4. Best estimate, 2. It's changed, watch out. I think 6. It's 5 to 10. I think this is one jump. 6, best estimate. I think 8. Close to 10, but not right there. Best estimate, 8. I think 9. Pretty close to 10 on a 0 to 10 number line. Maybe 8, maybe 9. Watch these number lines, they've changed. Tricky one. I think 3. If you said 2 or 3, it's a pretty good estimate. I think 6. It's past halfway. We know the middle between 0 and 10 would be 5. It's just past that. I think best estimate, 6. I think 15. Halfway between 10 and 20. 15. I think 19. Best estimate, 19. Pretty close to 20. I think 16. Past halfway, 16, 17 would be my estimate. I think 21. My best estimate, 21. I think 28. Not quite 29, definitely not 30. My best estimate, 28. I think 24. Nearly 25, which would be halfway. My best estimate, 24. I think 39, maybe 38, tough to tell, but my best estimate, nearly 40, 39. I think 35. It looks halfway between 30 and 40, so I think 35. I think 58. Not close enough to be 59. My estimate would be 58. Okay, if with those you were the same as me or very close, you're doing a great job estimating. There will be more estimating practice later this week. In fact, we're going to do a little bit more now. And there's a tiny, tiny bit later on today. Okay? But try to get close. If you're miles away from the answer that I say, maybe you're not estimating carefully enough using the information that you have. Okay, let's have a look at A, B, C and D. You can pause the video to have a good close look at them. What weights are shown on here? Okay, I'm going to run through each one then. We used this scale in our estimating yesterday. Halfway between 20 and 30. My estimate, 25 kilograms. For A, what do you think? Pretty good? Okay, this next one, I would say it's after 20, but can't fit 10 of those in. I would say probably my best estimate would be 22 kilograms. 21 would be okay, but I think a better estimate is 22 kilograms. For B. C, well, I can see that it's really, really close to 20, so my estimate would be 19 kilograms. And then D, ooh, it's quite a tricky one, but if you said this was quite close to the 30, but my best estimate I think is probably 27 kilograms, but 28 kilograms is still a good estimate. I think best estimate for me, 27 kilograms. Okay, we're going to move on today using our estimating and using number lines to a different sort of measurement. We're looking at temperature, which we measure using a thermometer. That looks a bit like this. So you don't see them looking like this very often these days. But during your time at school, you will definitely come across these. You will definitely use these. Right now, they come in all different shapes and sizes. You can get a big, long metal one with a pointy end that you can stab into meat when you're cooking it to see the temperature. You can get digital thermometers, like the ones that we've got at school, where we put a little thing in your ear, blip, and it tells us the temperature of your body. If you go to Chandarana right now, they've got the laser thermometer that they point at your forehead. They scan the temperature and it shows you a number on a screen. All very fancy. We're going to stick with one like this, where you can put this in a room or under an arm or in some water, and this line here will go up as the temperature gets hotter, or go down as the temperature gets colder. Now when we're measuring with thermometers, when we're measuring temperature, we normally talk about degrees C. Can't see that very well, can we? We normally talk about degrees C or degrees F. We aren't going to worry about our units today. So we're not talking in kilograms or grams, that's mass. We're talking in degrees C or degrees F, but not today. We'll do more of that later this week. Today, we are just looking at the numbers. Are you ready? Looking at this thermometer, you can't really see the numbers underneath in this section here, but you can see afterwards. So you know that it goes up in ones. If I show you this scale here, so you can see the numbers very, very clearly. Oh, not that one. Come on, you can do it, board. Here we go. You can see that this bottom line is 0. So we can count up from 0. It's really, really important that you recognise that that one is 0. Because if you think that's 1, your answer will be wrong by 1 degree. 1 degree every time. We don't want that. So it's really important you remember this first one is 0. On your activity at home or on Class Dojo, you'll be able to see these numbers a bit more clearly than you can see them on the board. So at the moment, I've got no measurement on my thermometer. This one is showing nothing. It's not even registering as 0. Must be really, really cold. But it goes, this one goes all the way up to 10, and every single line is labelled going up in ones. Let's have a look at this one to see if you can read the temperature shown on the thermometer. You can use this one to help because they do look the same. And the thing that you need to do is count up the numbers and then look across to see the one where the line is. Now, we're going to go for the one where the line is nearest. What do you think? What number is shown on this thermometer? 7. Now, we would say 7 degrees on the thermometer. Not grams, not kilograms, not meters, but 7 degrees. Okay? Let's look at the next one. It's colder. What do you think? Look very, very carefully. Find the top of that line and see which number it corresponds to. What do you think? 5. This one shows 5 degrees. And how about this one? 10 degrees. Brilliant. Oh, 10. 10. That will be hotter, warmer. Now this one shows 9 degrees. 9 degrees. This red line showing the temperature stops by the number 9. So you need to look really, really carefully, just like we did when we were measuring grams and kilograms. Okay, you will notice I've taken some of the numbers away. That's because these ones can look a bit squashed if we write all of the numbers on it. So we take some away, and I've only put the even numbers. So it jumps 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, but we've still got those other lines in the middle. So the lines, those intervals, still go up in ones. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just don't have all the numbers there. So if it falls on one of these, you have to do a little bit of thinking, a little bit of working out to see the number that's shown. Okay, tell me what you think about this one. It is 4 degrees. Now, if you can't see it on YouTube, that's fine. When you're doing your Class Dojo activity, it will be much clearer on your screen or on a piece of paper if you've managed to print it out. Okay, 4 degrees. The number 4 is labelled and it stops right on the number 4. This one's a bit trickier though. It stops on a number that's not labelled, but it's between 4 and 6. Between 4 and 6. What do you think? Yeah, this one shows 5 degrees. Okay, on to the next one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, it's not 8, it's more than 8, but less than 10. Between 8 and 10. What number is this? 9 degrees. And then this one here, 0, 2. Well, it's not quite at 4, and it's more than 2. What do you think? Between 2 and 4, 3. Excellent. Fantastic job so far. Let's make it a bit trickier. Okay, I've changed the colour on our thermometers, so you should be able to see some of the labels a little bit more clearly, which should make things a little bit easier for you. You will notice I've taken away loads of the numbers now, and this happens a lot on thermometers. You won't see everything labelled, only important numbers like 5, 10, 15, sometimes even only the tens. What measurement is shown on this thermometer? We've got 0, we've got 5, and we've got little lines, so we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 degrees shown on this one. Moving on to the next one. Wow, okay. Now we don't need to start at 0 and count up all the way. Waste of time. We've got 5 labelled here. So you can start from 5 and count up from there, because it's 5 up to 10. It's going to be counting in ones. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 degrees. If this one's 8 degrees, what's this one? Remember, you don't have to start at the bottom. You've got 5 labelled. 5, 7 degrees. And how about this one? Ooh, very cold. 0, 1, 2. 2 degrees. Some more examples. Wow. Okay, you notice now we're counting in tens. So the temperature's a bit warmer. This thermometer is showing hotter temperatures. Sometimes it's nice and easy when it's straight on a number. And it's true for all 4 of these. It's smack on a number that is labelled. 10, 20. We can see that blue line stops on 20. Easy peasy, 20 degrees. This one's easy peasy, 40 degrees. This one's easy peasy, 10 degrees. And this one's easy peasy, 30 degrees. Really straightforward. But what if those lines didn't stop right on the 10? Then we need to work out, okay, what's the next jump going to be? Because it's not 21. We don't go 20, 21, 30. Doesn't make sense. So if we've got 10, we know the halfway point is 5, 15, 25. So it's jumping up in 5s like this. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Because remember, between 40 and 50, halfway is 45. 30, 40, halfway is 35. Just like when we had our number line going across. Okay, let's have a go at these ones then, using that information. Think carefully. What temperature is shown here? Halfway between 20 and 30, 25. If you're not sure, you know it's going up in 5, you could count from the bottom. Halfway between 40 and 50, what do you think? 45 degrees. Halfway between 0 and 10, 5 degrees. And then this one here, halfway between 30 and 40, 35 degrees. Just a little bit extra to get your brains going this morning before I let you have a go at the activity on your class dojo. Let's estimate. We've got 0 here and 10 at the top. What temperature do you think is shown on these thermometers? No other labels. It's just like when that green arrow is pointing on the line going across. This time the line's going up. What do you think? Best estimate? I think 5 degrees. This one here? 9 degrees. I think probably 2 degrees. And this one here? Tricky, I'm going to say 6, maybe 7. 6 or 7 degrees for this estimate. Your turn now. On your class dojo, you've got an activity that looks a bit like this. Your job is to write the temperature shown on each thermometer. Look very, very carefully. Find out where that line stops, look for the number on which it stops, and write your answer. It'd be nice to see this in your books. Beautifully, there has been a big improvement in what it looks like. A, and then the number. You don't need to worry about doing any symbols or any units, no grams, no kilograms, no degrees, just the number today. Everybody got that? Just the number. Don't be messing around with any circles and letters or anything like that. Just A and then the answer. B and then the answer. When you finish, take a photo on your class dojo and send it my way. Thanks everybody. See you soon.